Everybody, it's Retro Gaming Now, and we are back with Mist Uru Complete Chronicles. So here we are in Gahreesen, in this huge room, and there's this sort of rumbling noise. And there's this sort of book symbol that we see around here. So let's go ahead and go inside. Please retrieve your KI. Alright, so let's go ahead. This doesn't look very, I don't know, dunny-ish. There's a DRC, don't know what that is, and it's in English. Over here we've got some sort of cage or something. And another thing here, kind of like a reception area or something. And then these huge doors. So we've got some traffic cones. This is not exactly what I would expect to see in a Myst game. So, not sure what that is. Obviously, we're not the first ones here. So let's go ahead and... whoa, lag there. Head on out. Here we've got a door, but we can't open it, so... you can see we've got this symbol everywhere. The symbol with a book of an eye over it, looks like. And more cones. So apparently we're not supposed to go there. And there's some sort of, it looks like a helmet, like a gas mask almost. Hard to tell exactly what it is. But, yeah. Kind of weird, sort of, looks very old. Over here we've got a light sort of thing. And there's a bunch of these over here. Over here we've also got, looks kind of like lockers. Sort of, I don't know, place to protect your stuff. Why would you have to protect your stuff, though? We don't know necessarily. And here we've got something here. It looks like a mix between a journey cloth and a linking book. So, let's go ahead and take it. And here we are, somewhere completely different, it looks like. And this looks like, we won't know this, but it does look like Dunny, the huge underground civilization that Atris was a part of, and his sons. However, there's nobody there, and we can't get to it, unfortunately. And blocking our way back is a stone slab. And, it's a bit tough to tell what's going on here. We've got some sort of like pillars and stars or something beneath it. In the very middle there's an eye, or maybe that represents a pillar, and a bunch of these weird humanoid creatures. Up top we've got what looks like Relto, and stars or rainbows or something with these pillars. So, hard to tell what's going on, but something to do with pillars and Relto. Well, since we can't go any further, we're going to be forced to link back using our Relto book. So let's go ahead and do that. Whoops. And you can see we've got our Gahreesen book right here in the bookshelf. So let's just go ahead and take that. And we head on back there. And back at the start, that's okay, we can get back to where we were pretty fast. And there we go. So, this looks like a locker room, we can tell that much at least. So now there's just, well, let's look over here. Alright, so this is the room that we started in a room over there. And this is what we're looking into. Alright, let's go ahead and continue onward. We don't really know what's going on here. But there are more traffic cones. And there's a thing here, so let's go ahead and activate it. And it gives us a KI, or key as some people like to call them. So let's take this out. We've got some sort of thing here. that, whoops, doesn't actually matter right now because that is something for an expansion pack. We've got a button here which opens up a screen with nothing on it so far. And we can close it like that. And this middle button, which takes a screenshot or a picture. So, that's a useful little thing to have. Over here we've got a linking book stand with no linking book on it. So we're not supposed to go here according to these traffic cones, but since we don't know who placed these, let's just go ahead and go for it. And now I can tell why we're not supposed to go here. Let's try and jump over. And I missed. That was horrible. But over here we've got a page. And it looks like sticks or rocks or bamboo or something. And it's got this symbol on it, or symbol our Relto book has. So let's go ahead and use it, see what happens. When we use it, it goes into our Relto book. So let's go ahead and head back to Relto because there's no other way out and see what this did. Alright, and actually outside we can see we've got some sticks and rocks that we can knock around. So that's what that book did. Not much, but the fact that we can change ages is something that's kind of strange. And this will be elaborated on a little bit later, but we never could do this in previous Myst books, or Myst games. Let's head on back to Gahreesen. And back to the start again. So let's sprint out. Whoa. Yeah, I don't like third person at all. Back through this room and on over here. There's our KI dispenser. And let's make this jump this time. There we go. See if there's anything else over here. Ah, we've got our first journey cloth. Isha said we have to find the journeys, and there's one of them. Can't get past here. It looks like more locker rooms. These have a little insignia on them, though. Sort of a beetle shape or something. Oh, let's head on out. We are not in we're in an area we're not supposed to be in right now. So we can't go through there. Still very curious as to what the whole function of this structure is. It's a little bit unclear right now. Here we are in the area we could see from over there. Oh, we can climb up that. We're not going to do that right now. Let's sort of look around what we've got here. Definitely lockers sort of things, but with beetle stuff on it. Don't quite know what that means though, so let's go ahead and climb up, see where we can go. Yeah, all these lockers and all this protection seems like it could be a prison or something. But we'll have to wait to figure out if that's true. Alright, how do I get up here? I think I gotta go up this one. But it would make sense with the huge doors, and you gotta leave your contraband there. But what would the beetles do? So you can jump back down into that room there, or we can head on up. More traffic cones. We all love those. And aboard, and we're good. So up here we look down into the Lincoln room. So it could be sort of a watch post if this is indeed a prison, like a sniper post or something. Of course, if it was that, it's not the best view. You can only see people heading out, so who knows. Another break in the wall, and here we've got some sort of huge rotating gear thing. You can't really do anything with it, it's just there, so not sure what that represents yet. Alright, so that appears to be all we can do up here. Whoops. Or did I miss something? I don't think so. So let's see if we can head on back. Can we strafe up here? No, we can't. So let's head on back in here. This can be a confusing age. Let's go ahead and head back to where we were originally. I apologize if this is confusing. It's definitely a confusing age. And that's not where we want to be. Alright, let's head back over here. Alright, I think I'm going the wrong way. Bear with me, it's been a while since I played this game. Just sort of looking around to see if we missed anything. I don't think we have. So there's our sniper post up there. Maybe I have to... Alright, so let's head back to where we were. I apologize for that quick little detour. Ah, so there's a journey cloth up here that we missed. That's what I was looking for. So let's go ahead and grab that. Don't want to miss it. There we go. So there's two of them down. Head back over and climb up the other way. Alright guys, sorry about that. My computer actually just crashed, so yeah. So anyway, let's get back to this. We're going to actually head back this way a little bit. Ooh, a little slow here. A lot slow. Really. Give me a second, sorry. Alright, sorry about that. It's still a little bit slow, but I think we should be good, mostly. So, we're gonna head back. This is actually fairly slow. Fairly low FPS. Maybe we should switch to third. Alright, well, we're gonna head back over this way. Over to this rotating wall here. And this is really slow. This is a little bit bad, actually. So, we see we just missed it. There's actually a little section in this wall we can go into if we time it right. So we're going to go ahead and wait for that again. See if we can make it this time. Looks like the FPS is back to normal, hopefully. That is if the thing does come back. Kind of a bit of waiting here. Might have missed it. There it is. It's coming up. There we go. Alright, so the fact... A couple things. The fact that this actually did come back means that this is a rotating... It's rotating circularly, which is very interesting. It's like this huge... Either the outside is rotating or the inside is rotating. It's hard to say specifically for sure. But let's just go ahead and see if we can get out somewhere else. We can't. Oh, there we go. Alright. And from this perspective, it looks like that's rotating. So we can't exactly tell. So let's look around and see what we've got here. We got some lights. A bunch of sections here. And another journey cloth. So let's go ahead and hit that. That is our third, I believe. Some heavy doors on this side and heavy doors on that side. And this huge symbol everywhere. So let's go ahead and see what we've got here. Is there anything we can actually do? Oh. Stuck there. Alright. Alright, so stepping on this pushes this thing up. So it's like we're slowly gaining power. If I step off, it goes back down. So let's see what we can do. We've got a couple of pedals over here. Let's see what happens if we go run and hit this one. Alright. I don't know. Let's go ahead and pump this back up and head on over to this pedal. Can we hit these buttons, maybe? Yes. Pull the lever. But pulling that does nothing, so there's a couple ways we could do this. We could either struggle with this, or I could just tell you flat out how it works. And I think I'm going to go ahead and tell you. So what this place actually is a power control room, and these switches control a bunch of different things. So this one activates the levers. So you can see that is now active. We're going to head on back over here to prime it. From there we want to go onto this far pump over here, which should start to activate the gears. See, what we're trying to do is eventually hook this whole thing up to the gear system. So with this whole rotation thing will be connected to the power system. So let's hit the second one, and that should hopefully activate the gear. Let's head on back over here. Alright, so now both of those are in place. So the second thing we want, next thing we're going to do is flip this gear switch, and hopefully I'm not too late on this. And that should raise the whole gear up. And I shouldn't need to worry about this anymore. Nope, I don't, because the whole power is now up. So you can see what happening here is this is just a huge generator, sort of. So one of these sections is rotating. We can't quite tell what is rotating yet, but this rotation is just being hooked up to a generator over here. And so from that we can activate all these other things. So this looks like an elevator. We've actually seen this door before. Over here we've got sort of a door symbol. And we got both elevators activated, up and down. Alright, so now that we've got that activated, saw the doors were activated, and we can just simply do that. Oh, so much nicer. That one we don't have a high enough KI level, but the rest of these we should just be able to open, and hopefully make our traversing a little bit easier. So let's just go ahead and head on around. Here is that. So we want to go back in here. Can we open this one? No. So I think we want to head back downstairs. Hopefully this won't kill me. No, but it didn't. And now with this new access, we shouldn't have to go through that room anymore. So over here is the elevator. So we're gonna go ahead and head in here. And it takes us up. So now we can see what's actually going on. What's going on is this whole building is rotating. So you can see we've got this nice outdoor sort of area. Whoops. Shoot. And this actually is a huge building rotating. Not as huge as this one over here, but nonetheless, it's pretty big. Now we can see over there on that rock is a journey cloth, so we're going to go ahead and try and jump off onto that. So you can see as this does look like sort of a fortress. Very protected, very indestructible looking thing, to be quite honest with you. Alright, let's make the jump. Good. What? Okay, I just fell through the rock right there. That was a glitch, I guess. So let's head on back. Well, while we're there, while that happened, I might as well point out one of the things people didn't like about Uru. Even though it was in full 3D, you did end up with certain glitches like that. So you can see we saw that journey cloth little bookmark. That takes us to the last journey cloth we touched. But since we didn't touch any, it's actually faster to go back from the spawn. And here we are. So let's head on back over to our elevator, which is right there, actually. So much faster. Or is it? This might not be the right elevator. See, yeah. I think it's pretty obvious now how the power sort of works. So let's go ahead and find our elevator. I think it's complete opposite. Yep, there it is, opposite to the other one. Head on up. And let's not get glitched out this time. Alright, back up here. So there is a second elevator over here, and that is the down elevator. So you notice we had to activate 2 elevators to get it to work, and that was what the second one was, the one we actually just saw over there. This shot probably should have pointed it out, that was the down elevator. Alright. Looks to be maybe a slight graphical glitch up there, waterfall running through a tree. I don't know. So hopefully we can make the jump. There's something down there, one of those lights sort of things we saw previously. Still unclear as to what those do, though. So now we just wait and rotate around. So yeah, I'm just going to say, this is a fortress. It's a prison. And in a minute I'll say why there's all this rotating stuff. What is this huge building in the middle? We still don't know what that is yet. So hopefully we can make this jump this time. I might try just walking off instead of blindly jumping. But hopefully this won't stop us. Like I said, there definitely are issues with going to full 3D. And issues I think should be patched by now. I'm a little surprised actually. Alright. So we're just gonna walk straight off onto the what? Oh, I missed it. Didn't let me go off. Ah, now we gotta go through the whole thing again. Alright, so I went ahead and skipped ahead to save us the trouble. Let's see if we'll make it this time. Forgot to head on out a little. Should have headed out earlier. There we go. Yeah, we made it. Hopefully we won't fall through the edge over here. So let's go ahead and touch our journey cloth. So there's only 3 more. 3 fingers. So So now what we want to do is, I think, jump onto this rotating building. After all, we've got nowhere else to go. So we're just going to let that come to us. And it's taking a while, so let's keep waiting. Almost there, come on. You can make it. Just did that little weird tree glitch up there. Alright, come on up. There we go, we made it. So now we can head on into the huge fortress. Real quick, let's just take a look at what we came from. It's just a smaller building in the ground. So let's go to the main attraction, this huge thing. Oh man. The utter scale of this is just so big. You can see my little character. Music's pretty good too. I think this game has some of the good music. Better music of this series. Believe Tim Larkin composed it, but maybe not actually. I'll have to get back to you. I think it is Tim Larkin, yeah. Alright. And in we go. And out we go. So you can see the very high security doors, which just sort of confirms that this is a prison. And this freezing is getting annoying, so I'll be back just a second. Alright, sorry about that. So we sort of got like an airlock thing here. Let's go ahead and head on through. It's still freezing a little bit. Alright, so here we are in some sort of room. Let's see if we can go on. Yep. It's a very nice sort of looking room. And I'm gonna guess this is not for the prisoners. Possibly for the guards or something. And here we've got a DRC data notebook. We don't know what the DRC is yet, but we have seen their stickers up. So that's pretty short. Let's go ahead and read this. The KI. Base functions. Dunning number 3 on the back side of all these devices. 3 functions? There's certainly more than that. 3 core functions? In any case, it's a convenient name, KI. Number 1, Nexus Interface. The Nexus seems to be just an interpreter for the KI data. KIs allow users to provide or decline book access to other KIs. I think we can make this work for neighborhood as well. Age name should be defined in the KI to appear in the Nexus, or should. Number 2, interpersonal communication. Obviously the most important function, voice or text communication to other KI users. Inter or inter-age doesn't seem to matter. So that's pretty cool, you can go across the age. Number 3, image capture. Storage and transfer. A single button press captures an image and stores it within an appropriate age directory. Images can be sent to other KIs as well as uploaded to some imagers depending on versions. Seems to be the main servers are coordinated this functionality. Might be tough to revive. Number 4, journal entry, storage and transfer. Fairly simple. Write notes and store them. Again, the server handles the transfer journal, KI to KI or KI to imager. Number 5, markers. The ability to drop and collect markers at the operator's present location in an age. Layers of functionality here. Requires more research. Perhaps this feature could be tapped to help with the GZ problem. Interesting. Number 6, doors. In this age, the KI, even at its most basic level, open level 1 doors. Level 2 and 3 doors require higher versions, so that is why some of the doors we couldn't open because we don't have enough clearance. There's much more variety to these devices than we first suspected. The dispenser is capable of handing out at least 5 versions and possibly more. Feature set varies widely. There must have been a system to control and track these devices. Where? Imager built into the unit is surprisingly compact and efficient. Uses the same blasted lattice compression system, for lack of a better word. Have to crack that. Powerful projection for something that fits on the top of a hand. Markers. Purposes. Perhaps a training tool for maintainers. Markers could be set up and recruits and or lower ranks run through the course. Interface. KIs interact with the markers in 3 ways. Team capture. Once all the markers are placed, there are 2 teams that collect the markers. The KI registers the marker through the respective team. Markers can vanish after a time limit or after all have been registered. Markers must be in the same age. Test. Can markers be reset? Hold. Again 2 teams. Markers only vanish after a preset time limit is expired. Markers do not disappear upon being activated, although the server keeps track of what team is holding it. Server summarizes team holding most markers at the end of the time limit. Markers must be in the same age. Single capture. Only one individual KI can register markers. Markers also carry text. Entire marker sets can be sent via KI to another KI placed anywhere in the system. Markers can be placed in any age. Markers themselves seem identical to those produced by the Great Zero. In fact, I'm positive it's the same technology is being used, if not the Great Zero itself. It's possible that the KI is communicating with the Zero itself and writing these marks anywhere they are, registered. Problems with that theory, maintainer markers, etc. KI registration. KI tracks of other KIs on 3 levels. Inner age. Any other KI displayed within the age is logged and displayed. KI to KI. Any individual KI can be registered for specific tracking. As a result, no matter where the KI is, journals, photos, etc. can be sent and communication can occur. Perhaps this was used for temporary or semi-permanent team missions. For our purposes, a friends list? And groups. KI also recognizes new groups somehow related to the Nexus. Seems possible if properly configured to support the neighborhood list with this function. So it appears to be some guy, it's just sort of journal, trying to figure out what the KIs do. Here you can see it looks like a map. We've got these huge outer areas, and I think we're in the inner area, or we're in one of these. I don't know, let's find out. Nope, we're in one of those edge things. There's a huge room. Oh, there's a book, or a linking stone here. Let's go ahead and take that. And here we are, back in what appears to be Dunny. Can't see much, again. Some sort of weird lattice or leaf sort of looking thing. You can see we're in some sort of cavern for sure. And with that, we've got no choice but to link back to Relto, so let's head on back. Alright, we're back in Relto. Sorry I missed the Lincoln. We can also head back to Gahreesen. And I'll show you how the journey cloth thing works. If we go over here, we can click this and it'll take us to the last journey cloth, which was on that rock. And you can see we're out here, so we just gotta wait for this to spin around again, and we should be good to go. I think I fixed the stuttering, hopefully, so. Oh, barely made that. Good. Alright. Let's head on back in. This thing is just huge. I don't even know how do you even construct something like this? Write it into the edge, I guess. I don't know. Alright, back inside we go. Here we are. So, we've already seen in here, or straight ahead, this room. So we're going to go ahead and explore the edges. Not much. Lots of... well, I don't even know what these things are. You can't interact with them. But, yeah, very indestructible looking, if that makes any sense. Here we've got something different. It appears to be... Let's head in this thing, see what we can do. Oh. We got ourselves a nice suit here. So that's what that thing does. It gives us a suit, which we now have on. Hopefully we can change out of it because it seems very uncomfortable. This looks like it could be a suit or something. It's tough to tell for sure. That's sort of what it appears to be, a sort of dressing room. Somehow automatically put that whole suit on me. That's what we've got over here. Alright, so here we are in that room we saw originally, I believe. No, we're not. This is sort of a control room, it looks like. So we can see what's going on. We still don't really know exactly what that room there is for, so hopefully we can find out. Let's keep exploring this whole area. This might be the one we've already been in. Yeah, it is. There's the linking stone over there. Also, we've got to be looking for a journey cloth, because there's probably one pretty close to here, hopefully. So I think the next door on the left will be a door we haven't been to yet. Nope, we've already been there, so maybe I'm wrong. One more, I think. Because we gotta figure out how to get into that central room. And this one, maybe? These look kind of like sensors, like looking for contraband or something. Or it could simply identify a person. I believe there are 2 conference rooms, as we saw from the map, so I'm just going to keep circling. Make sure we hit all of this. This might seem redundant, but there might be a journey cloth for all I know. I know this whole area looks very much the same. But hopefully this one over here is a conference room. That's what we're going to call those chair rooms. Here we go. Yes, we have not been here yet. So you can see here's our map right here. Alright, so over here we've got a journal. And on it says, Simpson, don't mention anything about the upper area of the fortress in your Gahreesen report. I don't want people wandering over all over Teledan looking for that weird link stone. Says Sharper. So from that we can already tell that Simpson probably wrote this book. Whatever it is, and this is a pretty long one. So I'm going to actually go ahead and cut the episode right there because we've been going on for a while. It's been Retro Gaming Now playing Uru Complete Chronicles, and we'll be back in the next episode reading this long journal. So, alright, see you guys.